Welcome to GC Reddy Technologies. Selenium tutorial, module 2, Java for Selenium. Second video, second chapter, overview of Selenium. See, so far we discussed 4 chapters. Selenium tutorial for beginners. In this latest video series, first, prerequisites to learn Selenium. Next, first one, Selenium syllabus. Selenium tutorial, module 1, introduction. Module name, introduction. Video 1, Selenium syllabus. Next, Selenium tutorial, module 1, introduction. Video 2, chapter 2, an overview of Selenium. Next, Selenium tutorial, module 2, first module, small module, second module, big module. Second module, Java for Selenium. In this module, first chapter, introduction to Java. So far we discussed it. Next, Selenium tutorial, module 2, Java for Selenium, chapter 2, an overview of Java programming. It is theory chapter. Next video, next chapter onwards, practical. Java environment setup, next writing Java programs. Say Java Standard Edition or Core Java. Java Standard Edition. See, Java has 4 editions. Java Standard Edition, Java Enterprise Edition, Java Micro Edition for small devices like mobiles. Next, Java FX. In these modules, first module, first edition, Java Standard Edition is important. It is official term. Core Java, we can't find this term in Java official website, oracle.com. Java current vendor is Oracle. They never used core Java term in their documentation. Previous vendor, Sun Microsystems, also never used this one. See, this is public term, core Java. Okay. For our Selenium, core Java or Java Standard Edition is enough. Enterprise Edition means advanced Java not required. Micro Edition not required. Okay. Next, in this core Java, what are the topics? I planned 24 topics. First one, Java installation and programming environment. Programming environment setup. Say, first, download Java software. Java has 3 types of software: JDK, JVM, JDK, JRE, and JVM. That we will discuss later. We need to download JDK, Java Development Kit. It is full software. JDK includes JRE, JRE includes JVM. Download Java software, JDK, Java Development Kit, and install in your computer. Say Java is cross-platform. You download your operating system compatible Java software. Suppose yours is Windows. Download Windows compatible Java software. For Windows also, 32-bit, 64-bit types of operating systems available. Mine is Windows 64-bit operating system. I need to download Java Windows compatible 64-bit, Java Windows 64-bit compatible software. Okay, download and install. Next, set Java environment variable. Why setting Java environment variable path in your operating environment? To access or use Java software from any directory in your computer, set Java environment variable. Next, no built-in editor in Java for writing programs. So we need to download and install or extract Eclipse IDE like editor. Okay, download and install Eclipse IDE. For some flavors of Eclipse IDE, no installation required. For example, Eclipse IDE Photon version I downloaded, no installation required. Just download, extract that software, then you can use it. Means ready to use software. For some flavors, installation may require. Okay. Download and extract or install Eclipse IDE software. Eclipse IDE also open source. Next, launch Eclipse IDE and start writing Java programs. Say this is theory chapter, roadmap for Java, roadmap in future classes, next classes, we will discuss each and every topic in detailed manner with the practical examples. This is just a roadmap, what is what. Okay. Next, after Java programming environment setup, focus on Java keywords and identifiers. Say, Java keywords are also known as reserved words. Keywords are particular words that act as a key to a code. There are predefined words by Java, so they can't be used as identifiers. Say we have several keywords in our Java. For example, primitive data types of Java are keywords. Int, for declaring integer type variable, we use int. Int is Java data type, but it is keyword. Next, byte, short, long, boolean, float, char, all are Java keywords. Next, Java modifiers are keywords, public, private, next, protected, etc. Next, Java control flow statements are keywords, if, else, for, do, while. Next, while enhanced for keyword is enough. Do while combination of two keywords. Next, new keyword for creating object in Java, new, import, etc. Next, identifiers, keywords, okay. Identifiers in Java are symbolic names used for identification. They can be a class name, variable name, method name, package name, constant name, and more. Okay. Say keywords, not only for Java, you take any programming language, you can find keywords. Using keywords, key to the code, we can write our programs. Next, Java syntax. Say, every programming language has its own syntax. We have to write programs using the syntax. Example, in Java, for example, Java is case sensitive language. Next, Java code blocks, conditions, loops, methods, etc. Java code blocks should be enclosed with curly braces. Next, every Java statement should end with a semicolon. Next, Java supports explicit declaration of data types and variables, etc. Next, main method. Java program execution starts from main method. It is mandatory for every Java program. Next, Java program structure. Say, when we are writing any program in any language, we need to follow a standard structure. Java has a specific structure to write programs. Generally, a standard Java program consists of some sections. Example, not example, exact one. One is documentation section. This we will discuss later. It is only roadmap. Documentation section, package declaration, import statements, interface section, class definition. Next, main method. Within main method, we declare variables and final variables. Next, outside of main method, within class, we declare static and non-static variables and methods. Next, we call methods within main method, within main program. Next, comments. Java comments. Comments are English words used for code documentation. Say, in computer programming, two important things. One is the rule, another is standard. Rules we must follow. Example, syntax. Standards, if you follow standards, then that is best practice. Suppose if you don't write comments in your programs, no issue. You can execute your programs and get desired output. But if you write meaningful comments in your program, then your program is readable. That is best practice. In our Selenium test cases also, we insert comments. We insert comments in Selenium test cases. Next, purpose of comments. Already I told, comments are English words used for code documentation. When it comes to detailed, purpose of comments, to make the code readable. That is primary purpose. Next, secondary purpose also there, to make the code prevent from execution. Suppose you wrote 100 lines of code in your program. You want to execute only 50 lines of code in this iteration. You can make remaining 50 lines as comment. Whenever you want to execute all lines of code, you can uncomment the comment block. Okay, to make the code readable, that is primary purpose. To make the code prevent from execution, that is secondary purpose. Java supports single line comment and multi-line comments. Syntax, in practical chapters we will discuss. Okay, just a brief idea. Use 2 forward slashes before any statement for single line comment. Next, multi-line comment, Java multi-line comments enclosed with forward slash asterisk symbol, forward slash. Next, important one, Java data types. A data type is a classification of the data, classification of the type of data that a variable or object can hold in computer programming. Example, character, single character, integer, number, float, number with decimal places, string, text, ABCD is string, India is string, name is string, city is string. Suppose India 1, 2, 3 also string, alphanumeric. Okay. Next, Boolean, logical data, true or false, etc. Next, Java supports 2 categories of data types. In data types chapter, I will provide examples for all types of data. Java supports 2 categories of data types. One is primitive data types. Next, non-primitive data types. See, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, and Boolean. Next, non-primitive data types are objects. Array is object, string is object. Okay, string is object. Say, Java is object-oriented programming language, but it is not a pure object-oriented programming language like C++, etc. Why? Say, in Java, everything is object. String is object, array is object, array list is object. Everything is object in Java except primitive data types. Suppose int, int is not object. Float is not object. Double is not object. Boolean is not object. So primitive data types are not objects. Due to this, Java is not a pure object-oriented programming language, but object-oriented programming language only. Next, Java variables. Variable, a named memory location to store or hold temporary data within a program. Temporary data, not permanent data. Say, in computer environment, we have two types of memory, permanent memory or primary memory. First one, primary memory, secondary memory. Primary memory is temporary memory. Secondary memory is permanent memory. Our variable store, programming variable store, not only Java, any programming variable store in primary memory, temporary memory, RAM, RAM, random access memory. Next, we have another memory, secondary memory, ROM, read-only memory. Example, hard disk drive, DVD drive, USB drive, etc. Okay. Next, Java variables. One more topic is there. Java supports three types of variables. One is local variables. Next, instance variables or non-static variables. Next, important one, static variables or class variables. Okay, static variables, non-static variables, local variables. Next, Java operators. Operators are used to perform mathematical comparison and logical operations. Say, Java has a rich set of operators. Our test automation point of view, Selenium point of view, 5 categories are important. Categories of operators in Java: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational or comparison operators, logical operators, etc. Next, Java control flow. Say, not only Java, you take any programming language, we have three types of control flow statements. Decision making or conditional statements, loop statements, next branching statements. First, Java control flow, decision making or conditional statements. Say, in Java we have two types of conditional statements: if statement, next switch statement. Next, in computer programming we have three types of conditions: single condition. In single condition you can write positive condition and negative condition based on your convenience, based on your requirement. Okay, three types of conditions in computer programming, not only in Java: single condition, positive condition or negative condition; compound or multi condition, positive or negative; next, nested condition. Next, important one, usage of conditional statements. We have different structures. First one, execute a block of statements when a condition is true. Simple if, here no else part, one-way condition. Next, second one, execute a block of statements when a condition is true, otherwise execute another block of statements. Third one, execute a block of statements when a compound condition is true, otherwise execute another block of statements. Fourth one, decide among several alternates. Another name is else-if structure. Next, fifth one, execute a block of statements when more than one condition is true, nested if. Next, decide among several alternates. using switch statement. Switch statement was inaugurated to overcome the complexity of else if. Okay. Next, Java control flow loop statements. Say loop statements are used for code repetitive execution. We have 4 types of loop statements in Java: for loop, while loop, do while loop, and enhanced for loop. For our automated testing using Selenium, enhanced for loop no use. Most of the time we use for loop, while loop. Okay. Next, 11th one, Java control flow branching statements. Branching statements are used to transfer control from one point to another in the code. Branching statements are defined by 3 keywords: break, continue, and return. Next, string handling in Java. Important one. String is a sequence of characters written in double quotes. String may contain alphabets, numeric, alphanumeric, and special characters. Next, using string predefined methods, we can perform operations on strings. Example, string concatenation, string comparison, finding substring, etc. Next, Java arrays. Array is a data structure. Variables are not data structures. Array is a data structure. Here, we store multiple values at a time. It is structure. So, array is data structure in any programming. Java arrays. Array is a collection of similar type of elements. In Java, array is an object that contains elements of similar data types. Java array is index based and the index starts from 0. The length of an array is established when the array is created and array length is fixed. Next, Java array is static data structure. Static data structure. Next, array list. Java array list. Say Java array is static data structure and array list is dynamic data structure. Say the array list class is resizable array, which can be found in the java.util package. The difference between a built-in array and an array list in Java is that the size of array cannot be modified. Array size or length is fixed, while elements can be added and removed from an array list whenever you want. So, array list is dynamic. Next, Java user input, reading user input. Say the scanner class is used to get user input and it is found in the java.util package. To use the Java scanner class, create an object of the class and use any of the available methods found in the scanner class documentation. Say, if you want to read only string type data, use next line method. Suppose byte type data, next byte, that we will discuss in practical chapters. Next int for reading integer type data. Next long for reading long type data, long integer. Next boolean for reading logical data, true or false, etc. Next, Java file handling. Actually, Java IO, input and output, is there. This file handling is part of Java IO. Java file handling. File handling in Java implies reading from and writing data to a file. The file class from the java.io package allows us to work with different formats of files. In order to use the file class, you need to create an object of the class and specify the file name or directory name. Next, Java file writer and Java file reader classes are used to write and read data from a write file writer. Yes, used to write and read data from text files. Next, Java buffered reader and buffered writer classes are used to write and write data to two text files. Next, Java methods. Methods. Say method. Method means set of statements to perform a specific action. Say in structured programming like C language, we use functions. In object-oriented programming, we use methods for code reusability. Java methods. Say first predefined methods. In Java, predefined methods are the methods that are already defined in the Java class libraries is known as predefined methods. It is also known as the standard library method or built-in method. We can directly use these methods just by calling them in the program at any point. Next, we have some categories of predefined methods. Our automated testing point of view, 4 or 5 categories of built-in methods important. One is number methods, operations on numbers, character methods, operations on characters, string methods, operations on strings, array methods, date and time methods, etc. Next, Java methods, user-defined methods. See, predefined or built-in methods are limited, but user-defined methods unlimited. You can create n number of methods based on your project requirement. What is a method? Java method is a block of code or set of statements or steps that are grouped together to perform certain action. When we choose methods, whenever we want to perform any action multiple times, then we choose methods. What are the advantages of methods? Code reusability, code maintenance. Next, Java user-defined methods, basically 2 types. Method with written a value. Next, method without written any value. Method with written a value, again 2 types. Static methods, non-static methods. Method without written any value, also 2 types. Static method, non-static method. Static method, we call static methods directly or using class name. Non-static method, we call non-static methods by invoking an object. See, method with written a value means perform an action and written a value. Method without written any value means perform an action, perform an action, that's it. No need to written any value, no written value, first of all. Next, Java exception handling. Java exception handling. It is important for our test automation. It is important for developers as well as testers. An exception is an event that occurs during execution of a program when normal execution of the program is interrupted. Exception handling is a mechanism to handle runtime errors. Next, common scenarios where exception occurs. Common scenarios where exception occur. First one, scenario where arithmetic exception occurs. Next, scenario where number format exception occurs. Scenario number null pointer exception. Next scenario, array index out of bounds exception. Next, string index out of bounds exception, etc. Next, Java object-oriented programming fundamentals. Say, as part of Java, we need to discuss about Java object-oriented programming fundamentals. Project. What is project? What is Java project? Package. Package. Project consists of group of packages. Next, class. Package consists of group of similar classes. Project, package, class. Next, interface, object, method, constructor, etc. terms are there. Here important, class, object. Class. A class is a template or blueprint or construct that defines what an object's data, fields, and methods will be. Next, object. An object is an instance of a class. We can create many instances of a class. A Java class uses variables to define data fields and methods to define actions. Next, we have 4 principles of Java OOPS, OOPS, object-oriented programming system. Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. See, these 4 principles of object-oriented programming, not only for Java, you can find in other object-oriented programming languages also. Next, Java OOPS, object-oriented programming system. Inheritance. Java OOPS, inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance is a process of inheriting. Inherit means reuse. Inheriting, reusing. Inheritance is a process of inheriting class members. Java class members. Class members means variables and methods. Variables and methods are called as class members. Inheritance is a process of inheriting class members from one class to another. Next, the class where the class members are getting inherited is called parent class or super class or base class. Public term is parent class. Next, the class to which the class members are getting inherited is called child class or subclass or derived class. Public term is child class. You can use subclass or derived class. Next, the inheritance between parent class and child class is achieved using extends keyword. Next, types of inheritance in Java. Single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance. Next, 5th one, multiple inheritance. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance due to diamond problem. Say in object-oriented programming inheritance, we have 5 types of inheritances. Single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and multiple inheritance. Java supports 4 types of inheritance. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. Next, Java OOPS polymorphism. Polymorphism means performing a task or tasks in different ways. Polymorphism was derived from 2 Greek words. Poly, P-O-L-Y. Poly means many. Morphs means forms or ways. So polymorphism means many ways or many forms. Next, 2 types of polymorphism in Java. One is compile time polymorphism or method overloading. Observe the terms. Compile time polymorphism or method overloading. Next, runtime polymorphism or method overriding. Next, Java abstraction. Abstract means incomplete. See, abstraction is a process of hiding implementation details and showing functionality to the user. In another way, it shows important things to the user and hides internal details. Example, sending an email. End user knows only sending the mail, but end user may not know about internal process of sending email. Next, abstraction focuses on what the object does instead of how it does. Next, abstraction can be achieved in two ways. One is abstract class, using abstract class. Next, using interface. Next, last principle of Java OOPS encapsulation. Encapsulation is a process of wrapping code and data into a single unit. General example, medical example, capsule, mixture of several medicines. Next, encapsulation is the technique making the fields in a class private and providing access via public methods. It provides control over the data. By providing getter and setter methods, we can make a class read only or write only. This is about overview of Java programming. Next chapter onwards, we will discuss each and every topic in detailed manner. Thank you.